Hello friends, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with an unhaul video. Let's jump right into it. I have 23 books in front of me. I think I have them all. I think I have them sorted in like stacks of 10 and then 3 extra books. And I have been holding on to these for far too long, and I'm going to Goodwill soon, so I want to get these out. I added more to them today because you explained it to me. Why does my mental health get better when I purge? Like, I get in a funk, I feel out of control, and I'm like, I'm going to do something I can control, purge all my shit. Some of these were already in the pile. Some of these I did add today. I will point out which is which. I have 10 that I pulled out to unhaul today. No, more than that. That's fine. Here we go. Are you ready? We are starting with a lot of YA. A lot of YA. And then just some that I was holding on to for like reasons that I felt guilty getting rid of them, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not. So I'm getting rid of That Night by Amy Giles. I've heard good things, but it's a YA and I'm never going to read it. The Ferryman by Claire McFall. I'm pretty sure this is on Hoopla if I really want to read it, but I don't think I do. Dean Koontz's False Memory. Amber said that this was good, and when I was getting like into thrillers, she was like, give it a try. And I was like, absolutely. She remembered really loving it. But it's been sitting here for a very long time. I have not picked it up. Dean Koontz is not like a difficult author to find. If I want to read from him, I'll find a way. So those 3. This one hurt me, but this is I Am the Messenger by Marcus Zuzak. I loved the Book Thief, but this one I held on to for so long because it was a traveling book and I had everybody's annotations in here. But it legitimately didn't get above a 2-star from anybody who read it, so I'm never going to read it. I was just holding on to it because it was, like, sentimental that they all annotated it. But I've gotten rid of others that people annotated because nobody liked them and I didn't like them. Tell me how you really feel. Again, this is on Hoopla and on audiobook, and I don't think I'm going to get to it anytime soon. So I'm going to let it go. I think this is YA. It may be new adult, like, in terms of, like, the desire to pick it up. It's not happening. I'm going to get rid of Relative Strangers by Paula Gardner. This is one that I kept because Chelsea Palmer loved it. The ratings on it are not very high, but I kept it because I was like, oh, like I felt bad. But it's a YA book. I felt bad because this is signed and personalized to me. There was like a very sweet author letter. She gave me a card. It actually came Ink Mistress by Emily Colthurst, and this one was also to Julie, Write Your Own Fate, and like a very nice card because I did like a promo for them on a book that they co-wrote. They sent me their backlist and they signed and personalized their backlist for me. But I'm never gonna read these. Like, so yes, they're signed and personalized, and I kept them for a very long time because of that. But I know I'm not going to read them, so I have to let them go. I'm getting rid of A Constellation of Roses by Miranda Acevedo because, again, this has been on my shelf for a very long time. I got this arc in 2019, early 2019, I think in an ALA. I'm never going to read it. I also got Camp by Elsie Rosen, and I loved Jack of Hearts and Other Parts by them, but this has been on my shelf. This came out 5/20, and so I probably got this in the January ALA of 2020. I have never picked it up, and I've seen it on Hoopla and Overdrive. I don't need to have it. The Deepest Roots, also by Miranda Acevedo. It has had mixed reviews, but I had a couple people in my bookish circles that really, really loved it, so I was like, I will keep it. I'm never going to read it. Together We Caught Fire. This one seemed like it had potential. It's a girl who falls in love with her best friend's boyfriend, who happens to be her stepbrother. And it had potential to either be really good or an absolute garbage fire. I don't know which way it goes because I didn't look at the ratings, but I know I'm never going to read it. Again, I can find other ways to if I really want to. The Heartbreak Bakery, A.R. Capetta. I've read from A.R. Capetta prior and really enjoyed their books. But baking themes, I feel like you gotta really like them, and I don't. And it's been on my shelf for a while, and I have not picked it up, so I'm not going to keep it. The Little Universes by Heather Demetrios. I love Bad Romance by Heather Demetrios. It's one of my favorite books that's YA. It really is a very complex look at domestic abuse and mental abuse and the way that manifests in teens. and it was so moving that I wanted to read their other work, but I tried to get through this multiple times, and I couldn't do it. Like, I have a couple tabs in here. I've taken the bookmark out, but like I couldn't get into this, so I'm not going to keep it. Girl Out of Water by Laura Silverman. I freaking loved this book when I read it, but it is a YA tale about a girl who goes to like a landlocked area when she's like a California surfer, and how much that like upheaves her life and everything that's kind of going on with her. It's very touching, very hard-hitting YA, like my kind of thing. I've read it, I loved it. It can go to somebody else. Same with The Museum of Heartbreak by Meg Letter. Read it, enjoyed it, tropey, over the top. Definitely was not the age demographic for it, but actually still enjoyed it. It's not going to be something that I ever reread, even though I really did enjoy it. It's the same with this one. These went on the stack today because I was like, I don't dislike them, but I'm never going to reread them. And they're not ones that I have like out and proud. They're like down on a bottom shelf of like read books. And I'm like, they're not, I don't need to keep them. I'm also getting rid of Phantom Limbs by Paula Gardner, which I did read. This is another one that's signed and personalized. I did enjoy it, but I don't need to keep it. That's about a boy, I think, who gets in an accident, loses a leg, but is a swimmer. And then like the way that things go from there, like after losing a limb. I'm getting rid of Radio Silence and Solitaire by Alice Oseman. Did I love both of these books? Yes. Do I think they have amazing representation in them? Yes. And stories to tell? Absolutely. Like, I tabbed them, I annotated them, I loved that. I don't think I annotated them, actually. I just tabbed them. It was before my annotating days. But I do think somebody in the YA age range will find these and really, really appreciate and really, really love them. I did enjoy them. I think they're phenomenal. As an adult, I don't need them on my shelf anymore. My niece, who's turning 16, is not a reader. I don't need to keep these. I'm never going to read them again. I'm getting rid of Far From the Tree by Robin Benway. I kept this for a long time because it was a gift, and it was very hard-hitting and very emotional, but again, I'm not going to reread it, and I have enough pain in my life. I don't need to keep that. I mentioned this in my book haul recently, but I'm going to be unhauling Lore Olympus by Rachel Smythe. I didn't like it. I don't love the art style, and I didn't really love the story. Maybe it gets better, I don't know, but it's also a webcomic, so if I really want to read it, I can find another way. I can go online. But I didn't love it the way I wanted to, which bummed me out because everybody was talking about it, and I was like, I haven't read a graphic novel in forever. I'm going to spend full price on this. I'm going to buy it. 10 out of 10 did not enjoy, which bummed me out. I'm going to get rid of a couple that I have not read. 2 that I DNF'd. I DNF'd and tried multiple times. When I tell you I wanted to love this book, it is about a writer who does not finish a book. The character comes to life and tries to make the author finish their book. What else could I want out of a book? I picked this up solidly 6 times. Solidly. Could not give a crap. Could not get through it. Could not. I don't know why. I was like, no, I was over 100 pages in because I have a tab at like 124 and I can't do it. I'm not keeping it. It was up on my shelf because I was like, one day I'll pick it up. I'll be in the right mood. Like, no, I've tried so many times. I'm just going to let somebody spoil it for me. I'm just going to go read like a spoiler review or something because I can't get into it. Similarly, Siri, Who Am I? This is about a girl who has amnesia, and the only thing that she has is her cell phone and her Instagram accounts, and she has to kind of like piece together her life from her social media. Terrifying concept. May release from 2020, so I got this probably at ALA in January of 2020, right before the panorama hit, and I've tried to read this like 3 times, and I can't get into it. Then I'm going to get rid of one that I haven't even tried to read yet because I got it and I was like, oh, Dark Academia. I saw Allie from Hardback Quarter talking about it and I was like, I'm going to love it. I'm going to get it. I'm never going to read this book. Is this even the first one or is this the second one? I don't know, but I'm never going to read this. So it's going to go regardless. That's everything I'm getting rid of. Will more follow? Probably yes. But for right now, these are the 23 books that I am getting out of my house as soon as humanly possible, because I don't want them. So yeah, I'm gonna not feel bad about it. I'm not gonna feel bad about getting rid of ARCs or signed copies or things I paid full price for if they don't bring joy to my shelves, and I don't want to reread them, and I don't want them to be like loud and proud and something that you can see and something that I know I'm going to want to talk about all the time. I'm not going to keep it. Oh, that feels very freeing. I ran through those very, 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 very fast. Have you read any of these and loved them? I hope you did. I truly, truly, truly hope you did. Because I wanted to. Like, I got all of these because I wanted to love them. Some of them I did love. I just don't need anymore. And I feel like other YA readers can use them. Like, other YA readers can find them and fall in love with them, and it'll be their story. And it will mean something so deep and profound to them. I loved them, some of them. Like, I really, truly did. But I don't need them anymore. Does that make sense? So I want them to go to somebody who needs them. I feel good about this. It honestly makes me feel better. If you like this video, please do give me a big thumbs up. Click subscribe, click that notification bell so you know when I put out new videos. Again, it will be more sparing. I have like my unplugged book box unboxings you know you can depend on, my Writer's Hive videos you know you can depend on, you can depend on my live streams, my sprints every Sunday night at 8 p.m. EST. I have a playlist down below of all the upcoming sprints that you can go check out, set your notifications, come read with us, come write with us. In terms of bookish content, I'm actually reading a lot. Let me check and see how many books I've read this year, because it's not nothing. I've read 29 books. Is that like insane for the end of February? Kind of for me. I read 80 books all of last year. I read 30 books in a month. I will finish more before that because I'm rereading The Wicker King. I'm almost done some smutty reverse harem vampire story. It's not great, but it's not horrible. Yeah, and I'm reading Sweet Pea. Oh, well that should have gone in the haul, but I'm not getting it back out again. I got Sweet Pea. So I will probably have like a recap of that at some point soon. Just what I've read in the year to date. Just a matter of finding time, but you will be getting more content, so make sure you click that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye, friends.